Welcome to BA Radio with your hosts, Barrett and Ariel.
Wait, that was kind of fun.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Wait, that was actually kind of fun.
Amazing.
I liked that.
Episode 14.
Yeah, 14.
14.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, let's start with some Xxtra Flamin Hot Takes of the week.
XXL, soon to be sponsored, Flaming Hot Cheetos Takes at Night. What is your hottest take of the week?
The Warriors. Draymond.
Draymond Green.
Getting ejected.
Yep. Nothing
for a fight that he wasn't even a part of.
Nope.
But inserted himself in.
He did. Yeah.
And choked somebody out on national TV.
Tried to kill him.
Literally tried to kill him.
Yeah.
For no reason. Obviously, Clay, Timberwolves player, got into it. Clay's jersey gets ripped. Draymond coming to defend his fellow teammate comes in and starts choking the wrong guy who was trying to help break up the fight.
Yeah. I don't think...
Puts him in a headlock.
Right? I've never, like, during an NBA basketball game, I've never seen another person get, like, put in a headlock and, like, dragged.
Like, he wasn't stopping.
He wasn't, like... and Rudy's, like, was, like...
He was like,
basically
oh my God,
tapped
he
out.
was defenseless.
He
was
basically
like,
said,
someone
stop.
help.
I was actually shocked that he got to choke him for that long.
I know.
That nobody did anything.
Everybody was trying to get him off. Even Steve Kerr, who was standing right there, was trying to get Draymond off. And then his whole comment afterwards, oh yeah, Rudy had his hands around Clay's neck. I said, no,
he was like, well, I could see where Draymond's coming. No, that was the wrong answer.
It was completely unnecessary.
That was what Draymond did was actually ridiculous.
Completely unnecessary.
Even for Draymond, that was ridiculous for Draymond.
I thought stomping on Sabonis was one thing.
That was bad.
But putting this dude in a headlock?
A headlock.
For no reason?
Deep. He got under his chin.
He wasn't even a part of the fight.
Crushing the windpipe.
It wasn't even between him and Rudy. It was between two other completely different players.
And what's so crazy about this is, like, Draymond has been in the league for a minute now. He's well established, just signed a $100 million contract. Mm-hmm. He has no business getting in these little ticky-tacky fights.
He's above this.
He's so above this, but he can't help it.
Well, I get it that maybe, like, growing up, that's what he needed to
from Michigan.
Fight. But, like, he doesn't need to do that anymore. We're past this. We're beyond this.
No.
We're better than this. And he's putting people in headlocks.
Like, This is the 17th time he's been ejected.
17th time in his career he's been ejected. 5th time in his career he's been suspended.
Yeah, and he only got 5 games for this suspension,
which was, I feel like, short. I feel like
very short.
They were going to suspend him for more.
Choking someone on national television.
Yeah,
and dragging him around on the court.
I thought he would have gotten more, but I guess it is what it is. I don't know.
It was such a bad look.
Very bad.
It was a horrible look. It looked so bad.
Apparently, he does this a lot when Steph's out.
Yeah,
injured. He doesn't like to play without him.
He doesn't like to play without him. I wouldn't either.
I don't know what that's about, though.
No, he said, I'm not gonna play too, buddy. They're buddies. So
that's not what you want, though.
Even for Draymond, I thought that this was a little absurd.
Yeah, and he completely missed the point afterwards too. He was like, I'm not going to stop being me. You guys keep telling me not to be Draymond. And
he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
I said, it's just not a good look, because especially for like his own kids, like, you don't want them to see dad. This is how he handles things.
You don't want his own kids. You don't want to see, there's a lot of young kids that watch this everywhere.
You don't want them thinking that that's okay. That's how you get by in life.
And also too, for Adam Silver to only hand out a 5-game suspension, like, he's like, Draymond's going, oh, well, that's not that bad.
It's only $800,000.
And he has such a massive history with
huge history, yeah.
This. So I think the NBA kind of messed this one up bad, and like just seeing that was like really disturbing.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. I think he got fined too, but I thought that this was gonna be a bit bigger.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like 15 games.
I don't know what it's gonna take for him to do for it to be bigger than this.
Yeah, no, he's. I'm not gonna say it, but the NBA definitely gives him a little bit of privilege. They don't want Draymond not
playing for too long. It's not a good look.
Yeah,
for the Warriors, anyways.
That makes things very interesting. Yeah,
so
I can't believe he grabbed him and choked him and drug him around the court.
So he should be back on November 28th in their game against Sacramento, which how ironic is that, right?
Go figure.
Is when he should be eligible to play again. And obviously Steph's back playing, so he's probably going to be ready to come back.
Yeah, Steph's playing. He'll be ready to go.
And they should hopefully win some games now because they're not doing that either.
So, Draymond.
Anyways, give me your extra flamin' hot take.
My XXL flamin' hot take is Michigan football. Yeah, I got the big ugly yellow sweater on today.
Hey, it's not that ugly. I kind of like it.
It's like a big. I feel like a big duck in this sweater.
Well, yellow's not your color.
No, it's not. It's not very flattering.
It looks better on me.
Yeah, it's not the best, but here we are. I'm rocking and rolling it. But anyway, my XXL Flamin' Hot, soon to be sponsored Hot Cheetos take at night take is Michigan football is America's team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are officially America's new team. I saw something that Shannon Sharp, he's, we all know who Unc is. He's all over the place. He said that Michigan can't be America's team because he said Americans, they don't like cheaters. And I said, Shannon Sharp, that is absolute fake news because newsflash.
Does he know anything about America?
America loves cheating. They are all about.
And stealing.
A whole lot of stealing how this country is built. And I was just, I thought that was, I didn't like that because America, we do, like AKA Tom Brady's Patriots deflate gate. We don't need to go over that.
Uncle T.
Uncle T. Yeah. Michigan is America's team. It's everyone versus Michigan right now. And I love how they're all using this for motivation. They do have a massive game coming up against Ohio State, game of the week. Pat McAfee's going to be there. It's going to be a party if Pat's there. Yes. I'm looking forward to that. They probably will lose that game, honestly.
I can see
That's okay. But I'm here for it. I love Michigan. They got the best cleats, best jerseys, best weight room, great coach. Hopefully he coaches the Chicago Bears someday.
That's another conversation.
That's a whole nother talk. I can't wait to talk about the Bears.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, Michigan, obviously there was a hearing that was supposed to take place on Friday. It got, they didn't have it because Big Ten, Harbaugh came to an agreement. Mm-hmm. They would drop the investigation if he agreed to the suspension. They let bygones be bygones. Yeah. And obviously the assistant / linebackers coach got fired because apparently he didn't want to cooperate with the Big Ten, and he was in connection with Connor Stallions for sign stealing. Apparently he was Connor's closest friend. So they obviously had to do something about him.
Right.
And he is no longer a part of Michigan staff.
Yeah, the stories have been so awesome about this whole Michigan thing.
So many things have been coming out, and it's
like a big onion. There's just so many layers and
you're
layers.
Like, oh, there's something else. So I wonder what else we will hear. Obviously, Harbaugh is still serving his suspension.
You know what was funny is when Michigan was playing and they were in the huddle, that they had like the people come out in the huddle that had like the big Michigan flag, and were like holding it above the like huddle, like, no, don't look at our signs. That was hilarious. That was so funny.
Now it's just a big joke. And honestly, you kind of just have to laugh about it now. Everybody's just trying to figure out what the other team is doing just to gain advantage for their own team. So
I think one of my favorite storylines that has come out about this whole Michigan thing is the booster Uncle T.
Yes.
Uncle T. Yeah, that's Tom Brady.
Yeah, if you know anything about Tom Brady, again, he is a Michigan alum.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a story about an
A
Uncle
booster,
T.
Uncle T, giving money to Michigan that just so happened to support some of the
sign stealing kind of situation.
Yeah.
So Uncle T, everybody saying is rumored to be Tom Brady because honestly, that makes a lot of sense.
That's so perfect.
I wouldn't put it past them. And then, Deflategate over there. So
hey, Tom knows if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Right.
Because if you're not doing everything you can do to win and pushing the limits a little bit, you don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care enough because winners care. And if you're not doing everything you can,
you're a loser.
You're a loser.
That's what it is.
America likes winning at all costs.
Yeah.
They really do. So we're here for it. We love it. This has been great for college football. Uncle T. It's been great.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Big game, Michigan,
Huge
Ohio
game.
State.
Hate that game is at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought it would have been the night game, but it's not.
Yeah. The night game is Georgia versus Georgia State. So that's what we get to watch for that. That sucks.
That's not going to be as fun.
Yeah. Definitely should have been the night game.
For sure. All right, give me another Xxtra Flamin Hot, soon to be sponsored Cheeto take.
Yeah, I got this was interesting. So kind of cryptic. Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg made a post on Instagram, and he said he was done with the smoke.
Yes, he said he didn't want to smell like it anymore.
Yeah, said that.
His clothes were all stinky.
Didn't like it.
And then
talked with his friends and family.
Yes. And then we see this ad.
And here's what's crazy. He put the post up and he let it sit there for like a couple days, then posted some selfies making it look like he was sad without, some smoke.
Yeah.
And then today posted something, said, "Oh yeah, I did all that because I'm doing an ad with a smokeless fire pit."
Yeah.
That's the smoke he's giving up.
So now it's like, Are we done smoking weed?
Did he try it for a couple days, or did he not?
He said, no, I'm not about that. There's a lot of gray area in that.
Yeah.
So I would be interested for him to kind of clear that up. Like, are we done, or are we?
Yeah. And my XXL take is that Snoop Dogg, you don't need to smoke anything at all ever for the rest of your life. Snoop Dogg, we want you around for a long time. Smoking
He's still very young.
Smoking will take a toll on your body. Puppy, you know what else is taking a toll on my body right now? Layla is back on episode 14 and she brought I hope you can see in the camera right now.
She brought Big Dino with her.
She brought her big dinosaur that she makes look small, and she's just smacking my leg with it right now. And licking it at the same time.
And she's ripping it apart too.
And ripping it apart at the same time. So that's great.
Anyways.
I think she's trying to be on the podcast. I really hope you can see that on the camera right now.
She's also trying to be on the podcast.
Yeah, it's
too
right,
bad
puppy.
she can't
One
talk.
day.
I know, right? I wish she would.
But yeah, Snoop Dogg, dude, it's what year is it? 2023.
Yeah.
You don't need to smoke anymore.
No,
there are a million other ways to
consume
cannabis than smoking. This is I don't like calling this podcast, this enterprise that we're doing, this network we're building, BA, is in favor of being anti-smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke is very, 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 very hard on your body in long term. I don't care what you say, if you say it's medicinal or it helps you and blah, blah, blah. Smoking anything is hard on your body.
Yeah.
It's very hard on your body. Humans are not meant to digest that.
No,
through
long
their
term,
bodies.
and obviously he's probably been doing it since
years and years.
God knows when.
And years and years of it.
So I'm sure it is probably taking a toll on him.
Yeah.
And maybe he is trying to test the waters to see what life would be like without it.
I was excited too because I was like, oh, cool. Snoop Dogg, I'm proud of him. He's evolving into something else. He's never been afraid to change it up and keep up with the times and keep evolving as a person, as a businessman, as all these things. So I was really excited for it. And I said, great. He's going to come out with some fire edibles and totally have this new brand and everything and inspire a whole generation. You had Meek Mill he said, what did he say? he said in the chest or something that the smoke's hurting the chest. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And Boozy was like, yeah. So like then people were like, oh, Snoop's gonna start this no smoke challenge. Yeah. And I was like really excited for it.
People were getting on board with this.
And then he said, oh, it's for this ad. And I was like
now I'm like,
I was like a little disappointed because I was kind of hoping that he would like really inspire a lot of people not to smoke.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to smoke it. There's so many other healthier ways that you can get this substance into your body that it doesn't need to be ingested like that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping he clears that up. Hoping he stops at least smoking it in a sense.
It
would be better for him. Obviously, his family probably wants him to be around for a long time. So does all of his fans. So
there's just so many other ways to, if you really, really need it or whatever, to do it than like consuming it that way.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm excited to see.
Me too.
Where that goes.
Yeah, where that goes.
Hopefully it's more than an ad.
Yeah. I'm hoping there was more to it.
Yeah.
Just testing the waters a little bit.
That's all.
All right. Next, Xxtra Flamin Hot, soon to be sponsored Cheeto Take. So many QB injuries this year.
Yeah.
Season-ending QB injuries.
Yep.
The list keeps racking up, all right? So we got Anthony Richardson, shoulder. Kirk Cousins, obviously, his Achilles broke. Just got that fixed. Aaron Rodgers, also Achilles, who rumors say that he is trying to make his comeback to a team that there's nothing to come back to.
Yeah.
But there's rumors that said he's going to try to come back by Christmas, and then some that says Thanksgiving, but that's obviously this week. So what's he gonna do? Play this weekend?
Right.
But that's not happening.
He's refusing to accept he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, I think he's refusing to accept that his team sucks right now.
Yeah.
And
Zach Wilson.
He's got nothing to come back to, so he might as well just take the time to heal and just focus on that. Then we got Daniel Jones out with an ACL injury. We got Deshaun, who out with a shoulder. Yikes. After playing against the Ravens the other day. He had a displaced fracture in his shoulder and a high ankle sprain after the game. So he obviously did his surgery on that. Obviously expected to full recovery for 2024 season. You know what's funny about that is that the Browns' backup QB in training camp was Josh Dobbs, and they released him.
Wow, what a fumble. What a fumble that was.
And they released him. And then we have Joe Burrow, has a torn ligament in his wrist, which also is a huge question mark because everybody's trying to figure out why he wasn't on, injury reserve or whatever going into his game last week.
Yeah, there's an investigation.
No one knew.
has an investigation on it.
No one knew that he was injured at all.
That the investigation is going to take like 2 months. So.
Well, of course, because they always take a long time. But it was interesting that no one knew that he was injured until during the game, and we're like, well, what's wrong with his wrist? Like
very suspicious.
Right, very suspicious.
They
had something on his wrist before the game. Team posted something about it, deleted it later because they didn't want it to get around, but the internet's forever. It's out there. We all saw it, and I don't know. This list keeps racking up, and we're getting into playoff season.
Yeah.
So
football is an extremely reckless sport.
For sure.
Yeah. Like I remember I played football not very much at all, like when I was a kid. And I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
Because of like the yelling and the screaming and the hitting each other. Like that was so crazy. That was so crazy to me. Like you guys are like running head on collision and like this is the whole game over and over and over again.
Every
I said
play.
I can't do this.
That would just make my head hurt so bad.
A throbbing headache after a big day of algebra.
Your whole body just hurts.
Not fun, right? And so here's my thing: is football absolute reckless sport? Not for me.
Fun to watch.
I love watching it.
Hate when obviously people get hurt, but
highly entertaining.
It can be really entertaining when no one gets hurt.
Watching extremely big, overweight dudes run into each other is hilarious.
Yeah. It's so fun.
It is very American.
Entertainment, which is why America loves it.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
It is something.
But I don't know. Hopefully this list stays like this and we don't get any more QB injuries. But I don't know.
What's crazy is like every year
It's the
there's
same
something.
thing. That's what's crazy about like fantasy football and, you know, doing stuff like that. I said, how do you even do this when you never know when your player's going to go down?
Like just football in general is it's I don't want to say it's like whoever gets lucky, but it's just like again,
it's
like
just a matter of when you're going to get hurt. Like
who's
everybody,
the most healthy in the playoffs?
yeah, everybody gets hurt. Think about that. That Florida State player, on his senior night, didn't think he was going to get hurt, but broke his leg, literally.
Yeah, and
broke his leg.
Some of these injuries are like so bad that like long term wise, you need to think about, you know, like walking and bending over and being able to play with your kids,
doing the normal everyday
and they're just
things.
like, when can I get back?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me that such a severe injury could happen, and you're just like, yeah, but when can I play next?
Yeah, when can I get back on the field?
I don't get
I'd have
that.
been like,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I would be thinking about so many other things.
No, I would love to.
Life.
I would love to own an NFL team. That'd be fun. But like
fun.
Players, they're so like dedicated and passionate towards like getting hurt for a team that like will just cut them.
Could cut them, at any second, especially if you're not good or doing anything significant to the team.
So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So hopefully this list doesn't get any longer. But with the way obviously football is played, we're bound to see some more injuries.
Yeah. We will.
In time. All right, give me another Xxtra Flamin soon to be sponsored Cheeto take.
XXL soon to be sponsored Flamin' Hot Cheetos take. At night is Angel Reese for LSU women's basketball. Yeah, she's been in the news. Unfortunately, she's been suspended from the team, is what it looks like.
For academic reasons.
For academics, Twitter was kind of having a heyday, poking fun at her and stuff. And my flaming hot take is I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting for her. And I want to see her on the court. And I want to see her be a superstar.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of people that were looking up to her to see a person like her embracing who she was, and on 9.9 million people watching her on the big stage. I want to see her back up there. I want to see her succeeding and thriving. I feel bad because I couldn't imagine being her age and handed millions of dollars and still have to play on a team sport, show up to class. Like, you know how hard it's got to be to like show up to class when everyone in the world like knows you?
It would be hard for me to go to class knowing that like I'm making millions of dollars already.
Yeah.
Because like obviously the whole point of like going to college is so that you can get a degree to get you the job that gets you the money. And it's like, well, if you're already making the money, it's hard. But I also understand that like she wouldn't be making any of this if she wasn't on the team, and she wouldn't be doing that if she wasn't at the school. So like, it's just,
I don't know if she has like a manager or something, but she really should like look into one, or like consider getting one, because of like handling all this money, having to go to school, keeping up an image, keeping up grades.
It's a lot.
Still playing at a high level.
To ask of
What
is she, 20?
Yeah.
Like
that is so much. Like everything in the world that you ever dreamed of is all hitting you at once.
Yeah.
You know how hard that is to handle?
And that's probably what she's been witnessing since they won this championship, is that everything is hitting her at this time.
All at once.
Now she's got people who are
everything that you've ever wanted since a little kid.
Too,
and now you have people who have been waiting for this moment to poke fun at her ever since she showed some confidence.
Yeah.
On a stage, 9.9 million people were watching her, and they have been waiting and waiting and waiting. Kind of like Deion Sanders have been waiting and waiting and waiting for something like this to happen, so they can just be like, "I knew it.
Yeah.
She's
like
just
she's a fraud.
so,
like
she's
this,
a fraud, overrated, cocky."
I saw a lot of like she's ghetto. She's
that.
she's dumb, like just a lot of that. And I'm just like, oh my God, like
it is, and which is so crazy to see how quick people will show their true selves are when something like that happens right away. And it's like, oh, I'm glad to see that's how, you know, you always operated and stuff. But like, it's really unfortunate, and I'm rooting for her because I really think she can be a phenomenal athlete.
Absolutely.
And I want to see what she can do at the highest level, you know, and stuff. So I hope that it gets all worked out.
Yeah.
She'll be better for it because of it. She'll be back on the team. And I want to see LSU and Iowa squaring off again on the big dance.
Absolutely.
That was great. That was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And so if she can work through this and figure out how to manage and handle all this at once, she's, going to be
she'll be
good.
on top.
She'll be better because of it.
Exactly.
So
the adversity would be good for her. I'm just hoping that she can figure it out.
Yeah.
This season, so she can get back on the court and not have to deal with all the BS that has been in her ear. And I know she tweeted and just said, "Don't believe everything you read."
Yeah.
And
it's got to be hard.
It's
got to be hard
she's
because
a kid at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you're in such a spotlight.
Yeah,
you're in such a spotlight, and I couldn't imagine again being at that age, being such a good athlete. Entrepreneur, all these things, having to be mature and deal. This is new. This NIL deal, no one knows how to handle this. This is brand new. Millions of dollars are now being paid to college kids, as they always should have been, because of how much money these kids generate for the school.
Yeah.
This has been long overdue, and it's going to take some time for us to get it all used to it and figure it and how to operate with it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm rooting for her. BA Radio's rooting for her. We want to see her succeed.
Absolutely.
And keep proving people wrong, because we know what she's capable of.
Very, very much. We do.
That's cool.
So good for her. All right. Give me another Xxtra Flamin soon to be sponsored Cheeto take.
Colorado football. Yeah, I don't know what my take is.
Well, on a plus side, we finally got our glasses.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we got to show. Hold on.
We finally got our glasses that shipped early. So
all the way back to Colorado State versus Colorado when the stupid coach said, "My mom told me it's not polite to talk with your sunglasses on." Dion had his Blenders Coach Prime version sunglasses.
Yeah.
And he did what was he, like an affiliate or something with Blenders?
I think he wore them. And
he wore them.
It just
had a partnership with him.
Blew up
they took off, did like millions of dollars in sales.
Yeah.
And we hopped on it. We said, I need a pair of these sunglasses. They are sick.
They're so sick.
This is a really, really nice pair of sunglasses.
They're going to be my special sunglasses.
Yeah. They're I know, I don't even want to take them out the box.
I don't even want to touch them.
And my favorite part is they have this sick case.
Great.
And they have this, I'm not taking them all the way, because then I got to put them back in. I don't want them
little sticker
scratch. My favorite part is they come with the stickers, the Blender We Come in stickers.
Yes, I like that.
These are one of the best pairs of sunglasses I've ever had.
You gotta believe, with his signature on there.
Yeah, it's got Coach Prime all over it.
Yeah.
These are sick.
I can't wait to actually wear them. They are polarized too, which obviously, if I've ever been in Colorado, you're gonna need polarized sunglasses.
The damn sun in Colorado, you need like 7 pairs of sunglasses, because that thing is so bright. It's one of
great color,
best pairs of sunglasses.
And I'm very picky about my sunglasses too.
They look so good on you too.
So very happy with these. Cannot wait to wear them.
Absolutely awesome.
Coach did great.
Yeah, he killed it.
As for the team, we didn't win again.
Colorado football, we didn't win, but guess what? It's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine, because now is the time to get in on Colorado football stock. Stock we're down, we're low right now. We had a big target. We drew the target on ourselves. It's okay.
For sure.
No one had more fun than we did.
Yeah.
No one had more fun in college football than Colorado Boulder this year.
It was a good time this year. They brought a lot to the school this year that it hasn't seen ever. And they've already done better than they did last year. So just looking for the continuous improvement of this team and what they can become. So next year, I think they're going to be a problem.
Next year will be so fun.
And excited to see where they go next year.
Yeah. I think it'll be exciting. I think Shador's coming back too. So
for sure. They're not going
Shiloh.
Yes.
So, which is good, because they got some unfinished business.
Lots of unfinished business.
So that'll be exciting.
So good for that.
Colorado football.
All right. Is it time for the game breakdown?
It is time. NFL, what? Week
11.
11?
Yes. Wow. Almost to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
You know what I'm excited for? Snow games are on the horizon.
They are.
That's about to get coming. We got one at the Bears have one coming up in December.
Wait, didn't Denver have one? But they like got rid of it
Yeah,
before.
they got
With the heated field
It
and stuff like
wasn't
that. It wasn't like a snow game. It just snowed that day.
like that one game that the Buffalo players literally got like snowed in and had to play in Detroit.
They could even play.
They said the Detroit Bills because they couldn't even play at Buffalo.
That was funny,
hilarious.
but nice of the Lions to lend them
a dome.
A dome. That was nice. All right, Bengals, Ravens. Ravens came out on top, 34-20.
Yep.
They're death row jerseys, though.
Those are sick.
Those are nice. I like how they named them death row jerseys.
Yeah,
too.
seeing Odell Beckham Jr. in an all black Raiders jersey is like that is meant to be.
It's a good color for him.
It is a great fit for him. Raiders or no, not the Raiders.
The Ravens.
Raiders. The Ravens are 8-3.
I know.
I think they're the best team in the NFL right now.
All around, for sure, hands down the best team. With the consistency too, like. They've been on it.
They're dominant.
A lot of teams have not been where they're at right now.
No, I am a little worried because Mark Andrews, their big tight end,
yes,
he's out for the season. And that on the opening drive got hurt, tore up the leg. That sucks because that is like Lamar's dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they came into the league together. Oh. He literally, like, he's always finding him. They always make plays. So their offense is for sure going to take a hit. But on the bright side, it seemed to be him and Odell may have found something
He
new.
said, OBJ, this is your game.
Yeah,
and he made some big plays.
He did. He's got, for having his knees all worked on, he's got some speed. Did you see him?
I'm glad he doesn't play scared.
No. Which I don't know how you can have an ACL surgery and then get back on a football field. But two in the same leg?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
I don't know.
Puppy, how does that work?
You've had 3 surgeries on your ACL.
Layla, our dog, is a professional football player. She's had 3 ACL surgeries.
2 on the same leg.
2 on the same leg.
Yes.
It's okay.
She's still going. But again, this was the game that Joe got hurt. He had to go back to the locker room, tried to throw. He couldn't even lift his arm more than 90 degrees, which, again, no one knew about this injury. So everybody's poking some questions around why this wasn't something that anybody knew about.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow, he's out for the season.
Out for the season. One of 2 quarterbacks that are really, really high paid right now and not performing.
Yeah, I think it's all part of Joe Burrow's plan because the Super Bowl next year.
There are some rumors.
The Super Bowl next year is in NOLA.
It's in NOLA.
Right by LSU.
And where'd Joe go?
LSU.
I heard some things.
And he played some good football there.
They said it's scripted next year.
He's very familiar with that location.
He is.
Joe Burrow.
And who's the other person who's from that area? Who's
Dak Prescott. So you heard, look, I'm going to look right into the camera. You heard it here first on BA Radio. Next year's Super Bowl, it will be Bengals. Joe Burrow will be there. Back in LSU
hopefully
land.
Healthy.
Hopefully healthy. And he will be playing the Dallas Cowboys led by Dak Prescott. I have no clue who wins that Super Bowl, but I'm telling you, the 2 Louisiana dudes are going to be battling out in NOLA for the Super Bowl next year. I absolutely promise. That is so written in the script. That is too perfect to not have the 2 dudes going at it. Bengals, Cowboys, Joe Burrow versus Dak Prescott. The Battle of NOLA next year is going to be absolutely sick.
Yeah, I don't know who wins that.
No clue who wins that.
That would be a weird Super Bowl to see.
Very weird.
But just like this game, the whole first half of it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But Ravens came out on top, and they are doing great this year. Joe and them, I'm not sure what the rest of the season looks like for them with him being hurt. It's not looking so good.
No. I really, for the Ravens, I really want Lamar in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Him in Vegas for the Super Bowl, he would go crazy.
Let's just hope he goes crazy in the Super Bowl, wins, and then goes crazy in Vegas afterwards.
Yeah, that would be such a movie.
That's all.
And what would be even better is if John Harbaugh, he wins the Super Bowl, and then Michigan, baby, Jim Harbaugh, the Harbros,
Wins their championship.
the Harbros get the championship. That is boom. Netflix, you're welcome. I already got
There's your documentary.
That documentary, the Harbros, both winning
The
championships.
brothers.
They're gonna. That's
The brotherly shove.
that's Netflix documentary of the year.
That
Right
would
there.
be fun. That
That'd
would be
be so
really fun
sick.
to watch. Ravens came out on top. Excited to see where the rest of their season takes
Yeah.
them. Bengals, sorry you lost Joe, but maybe next year.
Yeah.
All right. Steelers, Browns.
Yeah. If this game sucked because if you like seeing points scored,
This wasn't the game for
this
you.
was not the game for you. The final score of this game was 13-10.
Yes. And the backup quarterback to Deshaun had some tears to shed. This was his first NFL win, which, I mean, good for him, but not the greatest win.
No.
Obviously, they won on a field goal. It was literally tied for a while.
The final score of this game was 13-10.
Yeah, so that's all I really have to say about those two teams.
These two, this is like if you backed football up 100 years ago, you'd have these two teams playing each other with the same score.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
For some reason, the Browns keep winning.
Yeah, they got
Honestly,
that.
both of these teams have records that are really don't make any sense.
No, but both these teams are irrelevant too. Like they're not going to do anything. They'll maybe win a playoff game.
Yeah, maybe one.
But they're not going farther than that.
No.
And here's the thing: Myles Garrett on the Browns. He's an amazing player. He's the best player on the Browns. He's probably the whole reason why they're
Helmet
good.
gate there.
Yeah. See, he grabbed the one. That was. Can we talk about? Okay, I got a question for you. What is crazier? Myles Garrett swinging the helmet gate, hitting the Steelers players, or Draymond Green putting a dude in a headlock?
I think it's still Draymond. That was really unnecessary.
Yeah, but he had the helmets and he was swinging. He had dual helmets and was swinging the helmets at the
Honestly,
people.
that's funny. He didn't put anybody. You could dodge it though.
But here's what I'm saying: like, if you have someone in a chokehold,
You can't do anything.
They'll just pass out. You hit someone with an NFL helmet, they might not wake up.
Well, if you got a helmet, you can dodge. You see it coming. If someone has you in a headlock, then you're like,
You're kinda stuck.
You're stuck. And you can't do anything, but you're kind of defenseless. But if you see someone whipping a helmet at you, you better get out the way.
Okay, what about this one? Draymond Green versus Myles Garrett in a fight. Who wins that? Draymond Green about 6'6", Myles Garrett 6'6". Myles Garrett's got more muscle. Draymond Green's got more crazy.
Yeah, that might
Crazy
be
over
evenly,
muscle any
It might
day.
be evenly matched.
I'll take crazy over muscle any day. Give me Draymond Green.
That might be evenly matched. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun fight.
That'd be hilarious.
Let's put them in a ring together. See who comes out on top.
That'd be awesome.
Anyway.
Miles Garrett is huge. He's
True.
jacked.
I love that he picked up the helmet. He's like, no, we're not doing this again. He said, what do you mean? I wasn't doing
I was just
anything.
handing you your helmet.
I was just picking it up.
That's it.
Anyways, Browns come out on top, 13-10. All right, next game. Cardinals, Texans.
Yeah, the
Texans come away 21-16.
Cardinals are 2-9. They stink.
Well, they just got Kyler back.
He stinks.
They're not going too far
They're
with
not
their
going
season.
anywhere.
He might as well should have just sat out for the rest of the season and just got healthier and not really tried to come back. But CJ, I can really tell that he's going to be successful. Like, you can see it.
He just gets it.
He gets it. He's got a great mentality. I was even listening to that interview that he did with Tom Brady. Tom gave him some great advice.
That was phenomenal advice that Tom gave him in that meeting.
And as family of somebody who's in a professional stand, like, you have to remember that that's their job.
Right. And here's my thing with Tom Brady. I'm not I don't have any Tom Brady jerseys. I'm not a huge fan of him. But when someone is a heck of an athlete, probably he is the best quarterback we have ever seen. I mean, a freak of nature. Just win, 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 win.
Yeah, literally.
Like, when he talks, you listen.
Yeah.
He gave CJ the best advice. CJ said, how do I stay focused throughout the career? And what Tom said is one of the things I want to tell you is that when it's your game and you have your friends, even your family, when they show up to watch you play, you have to remember that this is your job.
This is work for you.
That this is work for you, and that when they come and see you, they are on vacation.
Yeah.
You're not on
They're
vacation.
here for a good time.
And think about it.
You got people counting on you.
Right. He said, think about it this way. When they're at work, you don't come into their office and dance around and drink beers and yell and all this thing.
Because they got people counting on them.
Because they have people counting on them. It's their job. He said, treat it like your job, and you can't, even if they're family, even if they're friends, you can't get distracted. And family and friends might not always mean it, but sometimes can be distracting. And I thought that was phenomenal advice.
It was great.
That was like that was
Uncle
cool.
T.
Uncle T dropped a bombshell.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I can see it in CJ. He's going to be big.
Yeah, he just gets it. He just, rookie of the year, arguably having an MVP season. He just, you know, but we see this whether it's basketball, soccer, football. Dudes just kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And even his warm-up that he does.
He can play anything. He can do anything. I bet he's just one of those dudes that's like,
he's just an athlete.
I can just pick it up really quick.
Which is so fun. So fun to be. Just be like, yeah, I could do that.
I like him.
It's fine.
I'm a fan of CJ.
Yeah, CJ MVP. Texans come out on top. I can see them making a playoff run.
Yeah.
So excited to see the rest of their season.
That's cool.
Titans, Jags.
Big Trev. Big Trevor Lawrence.
Jags come out 34-14.
Yeah, 7-3 Jaguars.
Good for them.
Yeah. Titans are 3-7. Titans stink. They're very bad.
Yeah, they didn't score anything until really, really late in this game.
Will Mayo Levis? There was no Mayo in the arm today.
Yeah.
I still think he's the perfect quarterback for Tennessee
Titans.
Titans.
I think he's at least better than Tannehill.
I think maybe Tennessee Titans fire their coach, Vrabel.
Okay.
Because
I could see that.
I think maybe it's time to move on from him.
Right. I said, because, I mean, they're not the best, and they haven't really been relevant for a long time.
No, and Derrick Henry's kind of getting wasted out there in Nashville.
And his career's, coming to an end.
And I like Derrick Henry. I want to see
position. So.
Right. You can't do that position for forever. And I would like to see Derrick Henry get some type of... Layla, you almost just knocked my headphones off.
I don't think she cares.
What do you think... Can we ask our audience out there, if you guys have dogs or anything, what does it mean when they take their paw and just slap scratch like what she's doing right now? What does that mean?
I feel like I read one time that she's trying to get her scent on that spot.
But
and she can't.
Oh, here, get the dime.
And she can't.
There.
And she's just trying to get cozy. That's what I've read once.
That's amazing.
But I don't know if that's for real. But that's what I read.
It's amazing. It's like what?
Because then she'll scratch it and then she'll sniff it. And now she's cozy because it smells like her.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Have our audience write in. Answer.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Anyways, Titans, Jags. Jags come out on top, 34-14. All right, Raiders, Dolphins. Dolphins come out 20-13.
Yeah.
Have the Dolphins peaked too early?
I mean, here's the thing. Dolphins are 7-3, but it just kind of feels like they've lost a little bit of their sparkles.
Right. I feel like ever since that 70-point game,
people are like,
I'm like, well, where's that team again?
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen that team in a few games, and they only have 3 losses, but
wait, the best part of this game was how Jalen Ramsey flew in at the end of the game.
Literally.
And caught the game-ending interception.
Yeah, and almost hurt himself in the process. He about knocked the wind out of himself by doing that.
You can't just.
He had to lay there for a minute and be like, "Oh."
He said, "What did I do?"
He said, "Hell."
That was hilarious.
But they get the win. Obviously, they're probably going to make a playoff run. But yeah, I kind of feel like they kind of lost their spark a little bit. And not sure what we need to do to get it back. I know they've had some injuries and stuff, but everybody seems to be okay.
I don't know. It just feels like maybe we need Mike McDaniels to say something goofy again at a press conference. And
well, you tried that, but then they lost that game.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. They need something back.
I mean, they're 7-3. It's not awful, but
right. But I just feel like something's missing.
Yeah.
Now, so I don't really know what that is. But they do get their win. Raiders still had a good game. Davante had a huge play on his part. And it seems like they are. That system is working for them.
Yeah, Davante Adams finally had a nice 46-yard touchdown bomb. the Raiders head coach. He's a great fit for the team. They've got something going. It's fun. They didn't get blown out.
Right.
It was a close game. Could have gone either way, really. And they're fun to watch now. So that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then what else we got?
All right. Cowboys, Panthers.
Hey,
33-10.
Hey, how about those Cowboys? How about those Dallas Cowboys?
I love that they could blow out bad teams.
Right.
I need to see them do this against a good team.
Yeah, here's the thing about the Dallas Cowboys. There is not a better team in the NFL that is better at blowing out bad teams than the Dallas Cowboys. Like, if you put the Dallas Cowboys up against a bad team, they're good.
Yeah.
They love beating bad teams.
Yeah. Have fun, though. And Dak, again, didn't even have to play in the fourth, right?
Nope, sat it out.
I said because they were doing so great. And good for him. Panthers uniforms sucked.
Holy shit, those were ugly. Carolina Panthers uniforms are so ugly.
They were awful. Like the socks.
They have great potential colors
They have great colors.
Sick uniforms, but those jerseys were so ugly.
Horrible.
Wow.
Horrible.
Oh my gosh.
And Bryce, he's just very tiny. I know he's only 5'10".
Right.
But like he needs muscle wise.
Well, like
he's got nothing on him.
I know that they're like, well, the Carolina Panthers, they're bad. But here's the thing is I'm like, well, I look at, like CJ, and it's not like the Houston Texans were amazing or anything.
Yeah, but they're figuring it out, and it's working. I mean,
Bryce Young there is just like nothing. Like, he's not showing anything. Like, not like I, like even when Trevor Lawrence first came in the league, she showed flashes.
Yeah.
Justin Fields shows flashes.
Yeah.
Of like greatness, and Bryce Young, I'm just like, wow.
I'm like, wait, how'd you get drafted?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, was it just because you went to Alabama? Is that it?
Right. If you put what Bryce Young needs is he needs to be on like the 49ers.
As a backup.
Oh man, him and Brock Purdy, they'd be like the same person.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of yikes. But he's bad. He is bad. Another thing I want to talk about from this game, Micah Parsons, the flying lion. Micah Parsons said he took C4 pre-workout before the game. Like
he did it the wrong way. He took a scoop of it and put it in his mouth and chased it with some water.
The TikTok trend, the dry scoop.
Said he second or whatever fourth play, he felt like his heart was coming out of his chest. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Especially to take it like that.
Kind of going along with the smoking thing, public service announcement on BA radio, don't take pre-workout. That shit is not good for you long term. Anything that makes you feel like that is not good. I get that we live in America and there's so many supplements and it's such a quick fix world and everything. Don't take that stuff. I'm telling you, that stuff, it's not safe. It's not very regulated. Those companies just want to make a lot of money and they're marketed very dangerously. And to take that before a football game where your heart rate is already up is very, very dangerous. Don't take that shit. That shit is so bad.
And I absolutely hated the way pre-workout makes you feel. I was just itchy, tingling. I said, I don't need this. If I need to work out, I can just work out. It's fine.
I worked at GNC for on and off for a long time. It's a supplement store. There's a lot of pre-workout. I have taken a lot of pre-workout in my time. I have officially stopped taking pre-workout. I haven't taken pre-workout in how long has it been? Almost a year. Almost a year. Yeah. Best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
Best decision I've ever made. Pre-workout is it can,
I don't know how people take that
it's
shit.
Loaded with caffeine. Ugh. It's loaded with a whole bunch of like.
That's not how I like to feel when I work out.
No,
I like to be chill.
You don't need that. If you're on a good diet, you don't need pre-workout. If you get good sleep, you get a good diet. And here's the thing:
playlist,
you're not good music. You might not feel like you're gonna run through a brick wall.
But you don't need to feel like that.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't need to feel like that. You have to think about long term. You have to think about long term. And I took the pre-gym pre-workout by Jim Sapani. I'm glad I took that one because he does have a PhD and it's very highly researched and stuff. The ingredients he put into it, but like C4, is garbage.
It's like crack.
It is very bad.
Yeah.
It is very, very bad. So just be careful
I don't like
with
the way
that
it
stuff.
tastes either.
No, it's so bitter and
gross.
just, not good. Stay away from that stuff.
Not a fan. Micah, stay away from it. You don't need it either.
He's already flying around.
You don't need it either. You're already
a cup of coffee.
You're already a crackhead.
A cup of coffee.
Fine.
Cup of coffee goes a long ways.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Coffee's great for you.
I love coffee.
It's a good time.
Don't need 6 cups.
No, one. One is fine. Preferably one cup of black coffee. That's all you need too.
That's right.
Nothing else in it. No sugar and anything.
There you go.
Not some fruity little drink from Starbucks. Like just plain coffee.
Yeah. Deron Bland, little cornerback for the Cowboys, had another pick 6. Yeah, he's the pick 6 king. He's got 4 pick 6s on the year. That's tied for most all time in a season. Okay. He might break the record. I kind of hope he does. That was nice for the Cowboys because the Cowboys lost Trayvon Diggs to the ACL. So
I almost forget about that now.
I know, right? Which I got another hot take. Stephon Diggs, from the Buffalo Bills, just come on down to Dallas, play with your brother.
Let's make that happen.
He would much. Could you imagine going from Josh Allen to Dak Prescott? That'd be nice.
That'd be a much better fit.
That would be
hell. Let's
much
get Davante Adams too. Bring his ass over.
I'm all from Jerry Jones. What are you doing?
Come on.
Get it together.
That would be
That'd
fire
be so
team.
Fun.
A fire team.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for next year when it's the Cowboys and Bengals Super Bowl in NOLA. That'll be so sick.
Cowboys come out on top. Obviously, we're going to see them in the playoffs. I'm just hoping they get far this time.
Yeah.
That's all.
Me too.
All right, let's talk about the game of the week.
Oh, game of the week, baby. Game of the week.
Bears, Lions.
The Bears. Bear down.
Oh, yeah.
Bear down.
So, obviously.
Wow. This first, I feel like we're the only people that watch this game.
No, everybody watched that game.
Because.
First, I want to give Justin props. He played a hell of a game.
Justin Fields.
All systems were fine. They went down on their opening drive. They scored like they always do. And then,
the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears.
You can't even blame this one on Justin.
The Chicago Bears are now 3-8.
Exactly where they were last year.
The Chicago Bears have lost 12 straight divisional games. The Chicago Bears had the ball for 40 damn minutes. Won the turnover battle 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Had the ball the entire game. Justin Fields played phenomenal. Defense played phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff looked like he was seeing ghosts out there.
He was definitely not seeing his receivers out there.
The Chicago Bears were in complete control of a great Detroit Lions team in Detroit.
In Detroit, yeah.
And lost the game due to coaching management.
So when Justin said back a couple weeks ago, it's coaching.
He was not wrong.
Do we believe him now?
He was exactly right.
They got everything they could have asked for in this game. 4 turnovers on defense, clean game from the offense, 250 plus yards combined from his QB, outstanding clock killing drive, and Eberflus' decisions still resulted in a loss. He is not the guy.
Ebergoose is now 6 or 5. Was it 6-22 or 5?
5.
Either way, it's horrendous.
It's awful.
They
had the ball for 42 minutes and 24 seconds to the Lions 19.
Eberflus, Eberdeuce should not be
Eber gotta go.
Eber gotta go. Should not be a coach in the NFL, let alone for the Chicago Bears. This dude is horrendous. There were no tricks up his sleeve this game.
There weren't any the last game.
He has no clue what to do.
This was absurd. This was absolutely
the fact that he's not fired by now is.
And then in the press conference, he made it about himself.
he keeps on saying all the wrong things too. Like
all the wrong things.
He's coaching the wrong way. He's saying the wrong. His press conferences have been horrible from the whole start of the season. Like, I actually think that the Chicago Bears team isn't that bad. They just have the worst management and coaching I've ever seen.
For example, the last drive there for the Lions, that he said, they just flew down the field. You did know you had some timeouts. You could have stopped.
You could have
the clock,
saved you some time.
Some more time.
You could have slowed them down.
You could have broke their momentum.
He's the defensive coach guy.
You're
the
winning
defensive coach guy.
with 4 minutes left.
You know?
You were winning. And he just
complete control of the game. But you know what's also crazy with the Bears is like it was the Denver game that
they should have won.
They should have won. Doing this there has been several games that go back to last season that have been games that they should have won, but have just made horrible play calls.
Yeah.
Have been putting them in horrible positions. And this Chicago, I'm shocked that he's still the coach right now.
Absolutely shocked.
I don't know what the method is here or what we're doing. I pulled up that picture the other day. I'm going to pull it up right now, actually, of all the Chicago coaches, because this is so sickening to what this is about the Chicago coaches and Chicago football.
It's actually absurd. Like this game, everything was in control for them. And for it to end the way that it did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You ready? Okay, I got this pulled up. So Chicago, Eberflus, 521, 622. Horrible record. Let me just read off some of the other coaches. Matt Nagy, as bad as Matt Nagy was, he was 34 and 31. John Fox, 14 and 34. Mark Trussman, which you want to know a crazy story here real quick. So one time, this is great. You're not even gonna believe this. So one time, when I was in North Carolina, we were on the beach, and two girls came walking down the beach or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do my thing where I kick the soccer ball at him and be like, oh, sorry, excuse me, gotta get my soccer ball." Kick the soccer ball. I go over and I run them. I was like, "Oh, hey, what's your name, by the way?" And they're like, "Oh, I can't tell you my name." And I was like, "That's crazy, but you can tell me your name." And she said, "Oh, my name's I don't want to beep it out because I want to give away information." She said, my name Chloe Tressman. And I said, "Tressman, like Tressman, like
why did you say her last name?"
Right, that's
she could have just said, "My name's Chloe."
I said, whatever.
I'd have been like, "What?"
And I was like, wait, like Tressman, like the Chicago Bears head coach? And she said, "Yeah, that's my dad." And I said,
"You said, oh, that's
what?
What's up?"
I said, "What?" Because it was crazy because it like just happened. Like the news of him becoming the head coach.
Yeah.
So like he probably just moved in from Canada, got the job, and then was on vacation in North Carolina. Here's his daughter on the beach.
Right. What are the odds?
That was crazy. And I remember too, because I like added her on Snapchat. I was like, "Yo, give me some tickets." Never got me any tickets.
Well, of course not. She wasn't even supposed to tell you her name.
I was so mad.
And she could have just went with, "My name's Chloe." I would have just said that.
Whatever.
She couldn't say, "Oh, I can't tell you." I'd have been like, "What? It's not like I'm asking for your social security number."
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, his record was 13-9.
Okay.
At least. Lovie Smith, the great Lovie Smith.
Oh, Lovie.
He was 81-63.
Yeah,
had 3 playoff appearances.
Didn't they go
went
to a Super Bowl? And why did we fire him?
And fired him.
We could have kept him. He could have saved us a lot of headaches.
So why is Eberflus still?
They've really gone downhill,
Chicago,
honestly, since Lovie.
Which makes you wonder how, like, and the thing is with the Chicago Bears,
he was a fit for the Bears,
right? The thing is with the Chicago Bears is you're like, oh, it can't get worse this week, and it does. Every single week, the Bears,
it gets worse.
Become more Chicago Bears.
And it sucks because this was Justin's first game back.
He played great.
Playing great.
He played great. If I'm Justin Fields, I want nothing to do with Chicago.
No, I'd be like, I want to leave.
I would want out of Chicago so
like,
fast,
I'm going to request a trade. And then Chicago goes and says, if we see a QB that's like outstanding in the draft, we'd consider him and get rid of Justin.
I'm still terrified that the Chicago Bears are going to draft Drake May from
Go ahead. said,
a basketball school.
I think if they do that, Justin needs to go.
Yeah.
And he's going to have more success somewhere else.
I already want Justin Fields to go to the Atlanta Falcons.
And if he goes,
go
I
home
think
to
a lot
the
of
Falcons.
people are going to also leave.
I would.
And
because
request trades.
I can't stick around and watch Eberflus do
I
this.
said, I can't be on a team with an incompetent
he can't be serious.
coach.
Tricks up his sleeve.
No tricks.
There's
Making
no tricks.
stupid play calls.
His press conferences are
only talking about himself.
This is like as bad as when, I had more respect for the Broncos when they had Nathaniel Hackett as their head coach and it didn't work and they fired him. Because like we see that this doesn't work. And I don't know if they're like sticking around to make sure he plays bad so we can get draft picks. If that's the case, then like let good players.
The team's not bad.
No, they're not bad.
So we need to stop focusing on draft picks and focus on the team that we got right now and not the team that you think you're going to have based off of draft picks. That doesn't mean anything. Let's focus on the right now. And right now, he needs to go.
Eber got to go.
He's got to go.
He's so bad. He should not be a coach in the NFL, let alone a head coach for a organization, the Chicago Bears.
He's got to go. Luckily for the Lions, they had a great comeback win. They're 8-2 for the first time since the 60s, so good for them.
Right.
Brand new
Lions. The Lions are 8-2. First time that the Lions have been 8-2 since I saw
60s.
Something that I don't even want to say.
Yes, I know. I saw it too.
The first time since
we don't gotta say it. Since the 60s, and you know what kind of time it was back then. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I'm saying.
So good for them. Securing this win and extending their win streak. Good for you, Dan Campbell. Lions. Aiden Hutchinson had a huge sack fumble hit at the end of that game. My favorite play of the game is how when Justin Fields' last play of the game, Justin Fields gets sacked. Yeah.
Fumbles the ball. The big lineman for the Bears. He
big buffoon.
He didn't even try and bend over and pick up the ball. He just kicked it out of bounds.
Kicked it, gave him a safety, but game was over anyway, so it really didn't matter. I can't
bend over and pick that up.
He said, we're done.
And then Aiden Hutchinson picked up the ball and punted it all the way in the stands. That was fun.
He did. Big fan of Aiden. He got the little game ball for the team.
I'm happy for Detroit. This is good for Detroit.
This is great for
them. They don't get anything fun. That would have been a fun game to be at.
Yeah. They're at the top of their division. So that's fun. They came out on top 31-26. Bears got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
All right. Chargers, Packers. Packers came on top 23-20.
Yeah. Both these teams are 4-6. Joey Bosa, big boy Bosa on the Chargers, picked up an injury. He's fine.
Yeah, he got carted off and he was crying hysterically.
You would have thought his foot would have to be amputated.
We thought it was an Achilles.
It's a sprain.
It's a sprained foot.
You're fine. Nothing. You're fine.
That's
no big deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Packers jerseys. These were the first Packer jerseys that I ever thought were cool.
I know, those were actually really nice.
Those were sick.
Those
first
were
ones I've ever seen that I was like, oh,
I don't think I've
like
seen those ones before. I usually just see their normal ones that they wear.
They should just rock with those.
They should rock with those. Obviously, Chargers dropped a huge winning touchdown pass that really could have won them the game.
Fumbled. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for them, but I feel like this is what the Chargers do. So Packers came out on top. Good for them.
Good for
a win. Simone was there.
Yeah, good for Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens.
Looking all cute. So
power couple.
They're adorable. Hoping she gets her dog situation figured out.
Yeah,
though.
apparently she got some dog problems.
I don't want her to have
Simone, does your dog swipe the carpet and then lay down and take a nap? Because that's what Layla just did.
It's funny. Her tongue is like out. So
she's doing the tongue thing.
She's got like a...
She's doing the tiny tongue.
Sorry. Sorry. Go back to sleep. I'm sorry.
Take a nap, puppy. Fine.
Her little tongue's out. But no, Simone's having an issue with her dog. She's got 2 male dogs, and they're just trying to they assert their dominance over one another.
What kind of dogs were they?
I think an English bulldog and a French bulldog.
We got to get some of those. I think
cute.
I think she would be fine too if it was like a smaller dog that she could just hit around.
If it was a small male dog, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause she would just boss it around.
Yeah, she needs something she could just boss
She'd be
around.
the dominant one.
Yeah, she would love that.
So I think that'd be fun. Give her something to cuddle with that she can't chew up. No. Yeah, but Packers come out on top 23-20. All right. Giants Commanders. What a game for the Giants.
How about that quarterback Danny DeVito for the Giants?
the Italian stallion.
The Jersey Juice.
They had a great game. He's
such a perfect fit. He's such a perfect fit.
I said they should just rock with him. I know
3 touchdowns.
Daniel got hurt, but maybe just sit this one out.
Nah, Danny he's the perfect.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
This was great for them. Great win. Giants fans finally had something to cheer about. First time all season, so happy for them.
Yeah.
Happy for Saquon. All systems were working that day, so
that was huge for him.
Yeah, so big game there.
Good for them.
I'm glad they came out on top. Not sure what the rest of their season kind of looks like. As far as playoffs, not sure if we get there.
Not good.
All right. Bucks 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers are now 7-3. Bucks are 4-6. 49ers controlled this game 127-14. My take on the 49ers is I know that the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. I know that the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl this year. I really think it's going to be Chiefs 49ers. The 49ers are the perfect team to go to the Super Bowl this year and lose. They're like, I'm telling you right now that the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. They're going to lose in Vegas. Brock Purdy in Vegas. He's going to be like, no, guys, don't go out. There's too many distractions, too much fun.
You're like, Brock, honey.
Brock, stop. They're going to lose. 49ers are going to lose in the Super Bowl. It's going to be so perfect. I can't wait for it to happen. And the Chiefs are obviously going to be in the Super Bowl because there's no way that the NFL is going to let those Taylor Swift numbers fumble away.
Also facts, but they already fumbled that by not putting her as the halftime show, which I'm sure
so
she moved up on the list of, I'm sure it's because he's got a whole residency there. That's why they didn't want to have to pay somebody else to come get. They said, he's already here. Let's just get him.
Usher kind of freaks me out right now. I feel like he's like that old dad that's like trying to be cool still or something because
I don't know. I definitely think Taylor moved up on her Super Bowl.
And like Usher's doing like this
appearance
Usher's
list.
Doing like this whole thing with like people's like significant others where he's like
when he's like
rubbing
singing,
on them and stuff.
He's like tries to work the crowd and like
Usher, you do that to my girl, I'm gonna knock you out, bud.
I was gonna say you mess with the wrong person, they gonna knock you out. So maybe we should rethink that.
Yeah.
I said, all right there.
Anyway,
49ers come out on top 27-14. They're going to make a bit of a run.
Yeah, Baker Mayflower for the Bucks. He's not Tom Brady. He's Baker Mayflower.
Yeah, it's interesting to see him take his place because you can't really replace.
That would be not
Tom.
Fun shoes to fill. That's for sure.
No, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to refill those
that
shoes.
Definitely does not make Uncle T feel good.
No,
about watching him leading his former team.
No, not at all. But
I bet Uncle T is actually really upset because on the other end, Mac Jones.
I was just about to say that.
Mac Jones and the Patriots, and you got Baker Mayflower down there.
How Bill is like, oh,
he's definitely
I went from
sick
Tom
to
this guy.
Yikes!
Yeah, they're having an even worse time.
Yeah.
But excited for the 49ers. They'll make a bit of a run. All right, Jets, Bills. Bills come up on top. 32-6.
I hate both these teams.
Zach Wilson finally got benched.
Zach Wilson got sacked.
Oh, yeah. But he finally got benched in the fourth quarter. I said, why? Because they were down 29-6, or do we finally realize that he's not the guy?
Both these teams are irrelevant.
Yeah, the Bills.
Take these teams. I don't want to see any. Take these teams off TV. I don't want to see anything to do with either of these teams. I don't like either of these teams. I used to
actually like, Josh when
they had
a couple years ago.
They had a fun year.
And then I just like, well, what happened? I feel like I haven't seen that Josh in a while either.
They also lost their like sparkles or something too.
Yeah, definitely
because
for sure.
They're not fun anymore.
No. They are they lose a lot. They're a beatable team, and they're not fun to watch either.
They need like a Taylor Swift in their crowd or something because they're not.
They need a spark back for sure.
Well, the thing is, like, they're Buffalo Bills. What's fun about Buffalo? What's fun about New York? Besides New York City.
Well, yeah.
Like,
and they're not there.
Canada, like, they're basically the Canada Bills.
Yeah.
What?
The Canadian Bills, for sure. Maybe they should do that. But they get the win, obviously, over a horrible team right now. Luckily, the Jets have a good defense, but still, that didn't really help them out in this game.
Zach finally gets benched, which shocked that it happened, and I'm actually even more shocked that it took him this long to do it.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, Aaron Rodgers keeps saying he's coming back. What does he think he's coming back to?
They're not making it to the playoffs. They don't even right now. They have 3 active QBs to start the game on Friday. They're only starting Tim because he's not Zach.
Tim.
And they're obviously they want Aaron back, but he can't come back right now.
Yeah.
And you can't force him to come back because that's a huge injury and he has to relearn how to walk on his now screwed foot because he's got screws in his foot.
Doesn't make sense.
So they should just probably call it a season and just wait till next year.
I wouldn't have tried to rush back, but
no,
whatever.
I wouldn't have either. I mean, yeah, the injury happened in week 1, but I think he should have just taken the season to get healthy.
He's just refusing to accept his Achilles was torn.
He's also almost 40.
Yeah.
So you can't just be bouncing back from things
Tearing your
like
Achilles
that.
at 40 is crazy, whether you're an NFL player or not.
Yes.
Like, that's an absurd thing to do.
So poor Zach, but he finally got benched, which I know he saw coming the whole time. Obviously, he didn't even want to be the guy this year. So their season's pretty much over. So
yeah,
good luck next year, guys.
It's all right.
All right, Seahawks, Rams.
Yeah, Seahawks are 6-4, playing on Thanksgiving. That'll be fun to watch them.
Yeah,
play.
Rams come out on top 17-16. Seahawks miss a huge game-winning field goal, which was unfortunate. I know Geno kind of got hurt. He came back in the game to finish off that drive, but he's
Thanksgiving? I don't know. I didn't really see.
I don't know if they're for sure yet on that.
Oh, darn it, Geno.
I said he got hurt, so he might sit this one out.
Darn.
But
Yikes.
Rams get the win, which good for them because they really have sucked since the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right, Vikings, Broncos.
That was a fun game.
That was fun.
It was fun. It wasn't like super fun, but it was like fun.
The only unfortunate really part of that game, obviously that opening drive hit and fumble by Dobbs. Kareem Jackson suspended for 4 games for the numerous violations of playing rules, obviously intended to protect the health and safety of the players.
Yeah.
He keeps taking these hits and really jeopardizing the potential health of other people.
That hit was crazy because he literally just tucked his head in and said, "Hiya," and dove into the dude like a rocket.
This is his second suspension.
Yeah.
He appealed the first one. He is entitled to appeal the second one. But I mean,
first play that he wasted no time. He said, "Time to get back."
Boom.
Flew into.
It was so bad. I hope Josh, nothing came from that. I know they checked him out, but still.
It's funny when you see Joshua's Dobbs' parents, when they screened his parents in the stands, they're just like, I hate that he's playing this game.
Can't you just go back to NASA? Like,
they
can we
said,
just
Joshua,
go back to NASA now?
You can work for NASA. Why are you playing this?
Yeah, they're like, why are we doing this? He said, you literally could have gotten hurt right there.
Yeah.
I said, let's go to space. Come on.
I did.
We don't need this.
I did love the Broncos jerseys.
Yeah.
Why don't they wear those all the time? Those were sick.
It's fun now because I feel like Russ and Sean have kind of figured it out a bit. I still don't feel like they like each other.
No.
But I feel like they figured it out a little bit.
They figured it out. It seems to be working. Mr. Unlimited seems to be cooking a little bit.
A little bit.
They don't. The Denver Broncos, I call them the Pittsburgh Broncos because they don't play like super good, and they don't put up a lot of points, but their defense is pretty scary.
They're figuring it out.
They're an interesting team. They've won 4 straight?
Yeah, they had to win this game because
they're kind of riding right now.
Bettered their chance of getting to the playoffs, even though it's still really low.
And I'm happy for Russ too because he got shit on. Russ got shit on
by his own teammates
by
too.
The whole everybody. Everyone was making fun of Russ.
He was washed up and he was not the guy.
He was doing the high knees on the plane.
Oh yeah, let's not revisit
Remember,
that.
He had his own office and parking spot and whatnot. It wasn't a good look, but it's working a little bit.
Yeah, but
Russ is fun. I like when Russ is doing some fun stuff out there.
They are getting by on these wins, and right now they have a winning streak going on. So good for them. Interesting to see if they could make a comeback to the playoffs. But
I don't know what the outcome of their season. I don't know where it's going, but they're kind of riding.
I said they're doing good right now.
They're halfway on the horse, so
halfway.
We'll see.
Hopefully, we don't see any more horse dances by.
Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, let's not, because that made me very uncomfortable.
Jerry Jeudy has the worst touchdown celebration of anyone in the NFL.
Yeah, we need to like ban that or something.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
A human body should not move.
No,
in those
in that way.
Oh, it's making me. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Don't think about it.
Thinking about him doing those horse. So Jerry Jeudy.
All right, Broncos 21-20. Interesting to see where their rest of their season goes. All right, Eagles Chiefs.
Last game of the week.
Come out on top, 21-17. What were the problems in this game?
Well, the Chiefs. The Chiefs were the problem. The Chiefs wide receivers were the problem in this game.
Not Patrick. They need some help. He has nobody. It was so fun watching the Chiefs when they were constantly throwing the ball and people were catching it. Now they have this whole run game going on, which isn't as exciting, and he's got no one to throw it to now. Now he's only throwing it to Kelsey or potentially two other people who can't seem to catch the ball, and it's costing them a lot of games and a lot of points.
Yeah, Patrick's got no one to throw the ball to.
Like, they
got Pacheco, who runs like he's...
Like he can run through a wall, but
he runs so funny. He's running like he's got like wet jeans on, and he's got to get them off or else they're going to be stuck to him forever.
But like, how long can you like keep that up? Like... when the Chiefs were such like a we're gonna throw the ball kind of team,
they should have never gotten rid of Tyreek Hill.
They don't. I'm hoping in the draft they can get some like wide receivers, because Jesus Christ.
But here's the thing, like with Patrick, is he looked fun. Like he can throw that ball.
Fine.
And here's what pissed me off about Patrick. After the game, he came out and for like the 10th time this season, he said, "It's not my receivers' fault they keep dropping the ball. I could have made the pass a little bit better." Patrick, stop saying that, Patrick. No. It is their fault that they keep dropping the ball. Patrick, you put that ball perfectly.
I said, you
placed that ball perfectly.
You put it in a pocket.
Maybe his receivers keep dropping the damn ball because they're like, hey, well, Patrick was just going to let us off the hook every time because he's going to say it's his fault.
There's no accountability there.
Tom Brady would never.
No. He'd be like, I threw that perfectly to you, and you didn't catch it.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
I need you to step up and play better. This is the NFL. We're professionals here.
Well, it's
you catch the ball. That's your job.
Patrick can't do the whole thing by himself. He can't throw the ball and go run and catch it.
He might start trying to have to do that because who else can catch it on that team?
Even Travis has dropped a lot of balls that he should have got.
Travis has looked horrible this year.
And I know everyone's like, "Oh, he's been playing better." I said, "I don't see it. I've seen him playing worse."
He is playing so bad. And you know what I'm even worried about too is since he's been hanging around the Swiftie, he's changed too. He went up to his brother after the game and said, "Oh, that fumble was a gift for your birthday."
Yeah, it's like,
so now you know kindness.
I said, what?
We can't learn this on the football field.
No, you're in a competition. This isn't about being kind.
Part of me also thinks too that he fumbled that ball on purpose.
Yeah, that
because his brothers never beat him. He's been in the spotlight for so much. They hyped it up so much. I feel like they kind of gave him this one. Eagles get their Super Bowl revenge. What I will say about the Eagles is I think this is the peak of their season. I get that the Eagles are 9-1, but I don't think the Eagles are that good.
I don't think their record really reflects how they've been playing as a team.
No,
that was a really bad game.
Right, and this was another game that the Eagles won that they should not have won.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles, like the Chiefs, had literally 5 chances to win this game that they did not win this game. The Eagles, they didn't deserve to win this game. That's for sure. They somehow won this game. I really think this is the peak of their season. And Eagles finally have some really hard games coming up.
Yeah. And we'll see. Hopefully some adversity there. Like, obviously with this game, Patrick threw that interception in the end zone. So yes, that was his fault. But then Travis dropped a ball in the end zone, and then the one guy at the end, Patrick couldn't have thrown a more perfect ball that could have given them not only a potential, good yardage, but also a potential touchdown.
I also think too with the Chiefs, you need to admit you need to start saying to your receivers, Patrick, be mean a little bit, call them out, say catch the damn ball. Because here's the thing,
call them a pussy. I don't know.
Here's the thing is because until you admit that they're not catching the ball, you guys are in denial right now.
Yeah,
and we can't fix the problem about the receivers not being able to catch the ball until we accept that and can work through it and stuff. Because they're oh, we're fine. No, we're not. This this Chief offense looks horrible.
Looks awful. They're very beatable. This is the first game in November that Patrick has lost.
Yeah.
And definitely neither of these teams is not a Super Bowl preview, in my opinion. I think neither of them played well, and the game has sucked on both sides.
It's been bad.
All around, I don't see this as another Super Bowl matchup.
No, I don't think this was anything. Both these teams, I don't think, are Super Bowl champs.
This is gonna be a Super Bowl game. This is a snooze fest.
And here's what I think too: if you took the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Lions are better than both these teams.
You take the Ravens; they're better than both.
Ravens are better than both these teams.
I said they would run circles around you guys. You guys didn't even score more than 21 points in this game.
These two teams are not the best two teams in the league.
I said if you can't put up that 40 good of a points, game, then
so
obviously we know we'll see both of these teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chiefs lead the NFL league in drops.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
They have been, but it's been the same story since the start. The first game against the Detroit Lions,
they were not ready
for that. Drop the ball. Nothing's changed.
They're not the same team that went to the Super Bowl won last year. That's for sure. And I don't know if we're going to get back there this season. I think maybe this is an off year for them, which is okay because we need to get some draft picks and make some trades and move some pieces.
Let Lamar go to the Super Bowl this year. Let Lamar in Vegas. The death row jerseys, Odell Beckham, all black. So sick
Chiefs
in Vegas.
Wouldn't do well in Vegas anyways.
No.
They would just forget everything else and be like, "Oh, Vegas, shiny."
Too many distractions. Lamar could handle it. He'd be fine.
Yeah, he'd get distracted after the fact that they win.
Him in Vegas.
Work, then play.
For the Super Bowl. That'd be so sick.
Eagles come out on top, 21-17.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. That's all the games.
Time to wind down.
Is it time to wind it down? Our brand new segment here on BA Radio. How are we winding it down this week? What's our wine of the week?
Our wine of the week is a Spanish wine.
Oh.
Changing up a little bit from our Italian wines.
Yeah.
This one was really good. It was inclined more towards red fruits, so cherries and raspberries, and black fruit. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
It's really high toned, has this kind of spiciness to it. It's called Black Slate.
2021.
I will put the full name obviously below because it's in Spanish, and I am not going to butcher how to pronounce any of that. But
I took 3 years of Spanish high school. I got this. This is.
So did I, and it went in one ear and out the other ear.
I loved Spanish class. And I didn't learn anything.
I didn't learn shit.
I did not learn anything, but I had so much fun. And I had a really fun teacher too, who we always did games and made it so fun. And there's a lot of music. And
lots of music.
Candy.
I think we did a lot of food too.
And stuff. And I remember my name was Chucho.
Oh, my name is Ariel.
Oh, you didn't get to pick a Spanish name?
Oh yeah, no, we did. It was Ariel.
Really?
It was Ariel, but
I was Chucho one year, and then I was Hugo the next year.
No, I just kept my name.
I like Chucho. Chucho was my favorite.
I'm just gonna give my own name.
S. My sister's gonna kill me.
I said I'm not even gonna try. It's a really good red blend. The name is below.
This is my brand. This is my favorite wine.
It is one of
when you
four.
popped that is cherries.
I know that's the first thing you said when you took a sip of it.
So, oh my gosh, this is fantastic.
It is called Black Slate. Among the many Spanish names next to it, but it is, I believe, one of four of these kind of bottles, and it's the most.
There's four?
Yes, I've been trying to tell you that this whole time.
Wow, you just made my whole day. Can we go to the store right now and get all four?
I think we'd have to order them online because I did not see the rest of them at the store.
That's ridiculous.
It's the most elegant of the siblings, though. this one. So
They said they're siblings.
well, yeah, they're like sisters.
They're related.
Well, yeah, they're from the same family.
That's crazy.
Because they made 4 different types, so like
How does that work? Like
they call them siblings.
This tree has the same.
Well, no, I'm sure it's by batch. They have similarities, but they have differences as well.
Sister wines. That's crazy. Wow, goes into Charlotte, North Carolina. That's interesting.
It gets imported through.
Heard
there,
Charlotte,
yes.
North Carolina is a place to be.
Anyways, it's a really good wine. Really good red blend, obviously. Wine of the week to sponsor. So what are you looking forward to coming up?
My
Put the
last
wine bottle down.
I'm putting the wine down. Last thing I have to say about the wine is it's kind of cool because the Spanish wine, you really taste like the cherries and berries.
You can tell it's different.
Compared to like an Italian wine is very dry and bold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun seeing the difference in climates and countries and locations, how the effects it has on the wine. It's kind of cool. That's enough about the wine. We have Thanksgiving this week.
We do. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
Who celebrates Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one.
Yeah. Eat lots of food. Give some thanks. Be with your loved ones. Yeah.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Honestly, I don't really have a favorite Thanksgiving food.
You know, I was going to say the same thing because like I already eat like a ton of chicken throughout the year.
I eat a meal every day.
I don't know. And I'm kind of like over like the food thing. Like for Thanksgiving, I would much rather like do something like since we eat food like all the time, I would rather like volunteer and like serve other people who don't maybe get to have a meal all the time.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that. So like I think that'd be fun if we could start like
I like that
doing that other than a big dinner.
You're right, because I'm not like a huge Thanksgiving person. I'm like, if
Stuffing my
it's
face
just about
and sitting there
eating and, you know, kind of stuffing your face and then watching football afterwards, I do that on a daily. So
that's what I'm saying.
And obviously,
if we could give the opportunity to
for
people who don't get to do that,
yeah,
I would like to do that.
I would rather do that.
That'd be really
and then
fun.
afterwards, like obviously, I would love to give back to those who can't even afford, let alone have the means to make a home cooked meal.
Right.
And then afterwards, go home, eat some McDonald's,
put a movie on,
put some Christmas movies on,
go
put up
crazy.
my tree, and
have
do
some
that.
Spanish wine,
have some Spanish
some cherries
wine
and berries
with my dog and my baby, and
we have a good time.
we have a good time. And I would rather do that. I'm just Thanksgiving food is, I mean,
yeah.
It's not a huge fan.
What are you thankful for this year?
Learned a lot this year. Thankful for the growth. Thankful for everything that we have gone through this year.
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
I think this year we have learned the most we've ever learned.
Yeah. As a couple, as what we need for our future.
About life.
I think we learned a lot, and I'm grateful for this year.
I'm so grateful.
It was really unexpected, but grateful that we had it.
We probably got the healthiest we've ever been.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm thankful for this year too.
Yeah.
Thankful for just the opportunity to get to try a whole bunch of new things.
Yeah.
And oh man, we learned so much.
Learned a lot.
Learned a whole lot.
Ready to take that and apply it to next year.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to the end of this year and what that looks like for us.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited.
Excited for what's to come for sure.
Yeah. I'm thankful for health. Just being able to be healthy, work out, go to the gym, play basketball.
Thankful to wake up every morning.
To wake up every morning, fresh water.
Food.
Yeah, and to be able to laugh and enjoy life. Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful for my mom and my dad.
Yeah. Thankful for family.
For family. Thankful for your mom.
It's
thankful for puppy.
Huge support.
Thankful for my sister. And just, thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for you too.
Thankful for life.
Thankful for life. Yeah.
Thankful for you too.
Because, that's what I was going to say too is like, ooh, I don't want to ruin it yet, but our special edition podcast coming soon later this week. Thankful for you. And on our next episode, I'll tell our audience why I'm thankful for you.
Okay.
But that'll be on a special edition one. So, That's good. What else are you looking forward to?
That's all. Just honestly, just looking forward to next year and what the potential
I know. I feel like I keep
possibilities.
saying that, but like I really am excited.
I
for
know.
that.
I'm really excited, and I mean, next year's only about a month away, so
is going to be a lot of additions
a lot of additions
to the PA squad.
Yeah. So
I think that's a good way to put it.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. I'm excited for like 2 more things, and we can wrap it up.
Okay.
Kanye West.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Apparently, he's got an album in the works. He's out in the Middle East somewhere.
In the desert, in like
focusing.
just, yes, by himself. Well, maybe not 100% by himself, but focusing on music right now.
Cutting out distractions.
Eminem was out there, so I'm hoping they're doing something together.
Heard the one and only Eminem was out there hanging out with him. So if we got a Kanye and Eminem song coming soon,
I would cry.
That would be. Could you imagine if for New Year's, like the first day, a Kanye Eminem song drops?
Oh my gosh,
that'd be so sick.
that would be nice. I would love that.
Oh man,
and it's a banger. Oh,
that'd be so cool.
that has to happen.
I'm excited for that. Keep seeing rumors floating around on that. That's exciting. Aquaman's got a new movie coming out.
Yes, I hope
My
that
twin.
doesn't suck. Oh my gosh,
My
DC,
twin.
please. I hope you didn't ruin that movie, please.
I should be what's it called? I should be his stuntman. Could I be Aquaman's stuntman?
How fun would that be?
That'd be perfect.
Yes, that should be coming out around Christmas. Excited to see that. It should be good.
Yeah, I'm just excited for
Fingers
all like the
crossed.
cheesy Christmas movies that
Yes,
come out on
all
Netflix.
the Netflix
Those are my
cheesy
favorite.
Christmas movie. Obviously, the original, the classics, The Grinch, Home Alone,
The
Santa
Grinch.
Clauses. Love those.
We still have to watch The Grinch.
We can watch it on Thursday after Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna have to steal my dad's socks.
No, those are elf socks.
Oh, I thought they were the Grinch.
It's okay. I got a Grinch sweater, so we're good.
And then,
But excited for all the cheesy, Hallmarky, Netflixy Christmas movies that come out.
yeah. And then I got one more thing, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay.
We watched a movie. Bert Kaiser, he's a comedian. The Machine.
The Machine.
The Machine. He had a viral story hit about him being the Machine.
Yes.
He came out with a movie. We watched it on Netflix. I gave it a 6.9 out of 10. It was good. We watched the whole thing.
It was a good Netflix
It
movie.
was good.
I feel bad that he put it out in theaters and they didn't even break even with it. They lost
tough.
literally half of the money that they put into it, which
Don't
is
want that to
unfortunate.
happen.
I feel like he should have just put it on Netflix and ran with it that way.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad movie. Like, it was really, it was funny.
Yeah. I think that someday when our platform gets, much, much bigger and expanded, that I could have a story that could rival his story of the Machine.
I think we can make that happen.
What do you think about that? About a little trip I took to a country. What do we think about that?
We're not ready to tell that story yet.
Tell a story too.
Maybe we need to give it a lot more time before we can tell that story. You see how his took a little bit?
He did wait a little bit.
Let's wait. But almost the same concept. It happened Anyways, story for a different day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Appreciate
Thanksgiving.
you guys for listening.
As
Pup
always.
says thank you. As always, thanks for listening.
To another amazing, fantastic episode 14 with your hosts, Barrett and Ariel.